Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Infitech. In this video we are going to see the demo of a weather app built on Golang. So we are going to see the hand code, like I am going to explain the project structure and the code and how it is implemented. This is a project for beginner level, on beginner level. So for this Golang weather app project, we are going to use this API called Open Weather Map API from this website. So you can get this is a standard API. You can pass in the city as the query param, and you can get the current weather information of that particular city. So to access the Open Weather Map APIs, we would need an API key to as the authorization for this APIs. You can get the API key for the Open Weather Map by signing into this website. So after signing up, you will be getting an API key for your APIs, and then you can start hitting out open weather endpoints. So this is the website to get the Open Weather Map API key. So once you get the Open Weather Map API key, you can clone the project from this URL. I'll share this in the description box below. You can go to this project and create an environment.env file and paste the env file inside your local project. So this is the basic project structure for our project. But before we go ahead and let us see the working APIs, so first let me run the project and see what this project is going to do. So I'm going to use the Thunder client to call the APIs. So this is the only one API is there in this project, which is weather, and we are passing in the city name. After passing in the city name, we are getting the particular temperature for that city, which is 28 degrees Celsius. That is, we are also having an error handling and logging. So this is the API called timestamp and the API called log, and the time taken for this API called response. So that is about the output. And so let us go ahead with this project. So this is the project structure. We have a main.go file, we have an environment.env file where we store the API key, and we have handlers, API handlers, API middleware, and utils folder, utils package. So let us get into the code and understand how this project is going to work. So in the main.go file, first we have all the import statements. We are using a package called go.env to load the environment variable file. So we are doing an error check for that loading the environment file. And here we have this weather API, which is only one API in our project, and we are listening on port 8080, and that is what this is going to do along with the logger we are using. So if we see, we are using the logging middleware. So logger middleware, what it does, it will act as a middleware to the handler function. So once this API is being called, this function gets triggered with a logging middleware as the wrapper. So if we open the middleware's package and look at the logging middleware function, it basically accepts the handler as the input param, and it also returns the HTTP handler. So this handler function, this handler function will have the access to request and response. So it will calculate the time taken. So basically it will record the start time for this function, and then it will basically call the handler, and then it will print the what type of method, whether it is get, put, or post from the request pointer variable. And then we are going to also print the URI, and we are also going to print the time since from the start of this function. So basically that is what this login middleware is going to do. So once this login middleware completes, it will call this next.serve http. So basically it will call the next function after this middleware. So the next function after this middleware is going to be the handler function, which is going to call the handlers.weather handler. If you see the API now, the weather API /weather/city name will, whenever this API endpoints get triggered, this particular method gets executed. So now if we go to handlers package, there is one file called weather.go. So in this weather.go, we have a method called weather handler. This is which gets triggered on the weather API call. So basically this is an HTTP handler, and in this endpoint, our first task is to fetch out the city name. So this city name is coming as a query param as the get API. So firstly we are going to split the URL into 3 parts and using slash as the separator and picking up the last index. So last index would obviously be the 0, 1, 2. Okay, 2 will be the city name, so it will be stored in this variable, and after that we are passing that city to another function which is query weather. So this query weather accepts the city as the input param and returns the weather data and error. So API key I am getting it from the environment file with the variable name open weather API key, and then I am using this open weather API and calling, which is a get API. So if I take this API, we have to pass in the app ID API key and the city to the queue variable. So this will return me a JSON response. So and that JSON response I am going to decode into the struct. Weather data is a struct in our Go file. So this weather data struct, I have defined name and the temperature, which is coming as the Kelvin. So temp and name is nothing but the city name, temp is nothing but the actual temperature, so which is coming from the main object from the open weather API response. And we are going to the response which we are getting, we are going to decode the response body into our weather data struct, and then we are going to check if there are any errors. So after that, basically what temperature we are getting from the open weather map API response is in Kelvin. So that Kelvin we are going to convert into Celsius. So in the utils package there is a method called Kelvin to Celsius. So this will accept the Kelvin. Kelvin is a temperature type, okay, which is of float 64 only. That will use the formula to convert Kelvin to Celsius and return the Celsius type. Internally Celsius is nothing but a float 64 type. So that we get into float 64, I mean we get the Celsius data type, and that Celsius will internal again converting it to float 64, and then changing the temperature of this weather data struct, and we are returning the weather data struct, and there is no error. If there is any error, we are returning the error and an empty weather data struct. And at last we are closing the response.body.close. Differ is nothing but which will execute at the end of this function call. So this particular query weather will return the weather data struct which contains the information of the city and the temperature of that particular city. So once we have got the data, we will check if there is any error. If there is any error, we are going to print it, and then if there is data, we are going to encode the given data which is of type weather data struct to the JSON. So converting the weather data struct to JSON is nothing but encoding. We are going to encode that weather data struct into JSON using the JSON package. Okay, so that JSON will be sent as an response using the response writer variable. So yeah, so after we are setting the content type and all, but finally we are sending the response to the this endpoint using the response writer variable. So yeah, so we have talking about so basically I've written this config.go file in case you want to manage all the config. I have kept this open weather map API key as the config in the config data struct. So this handler will have this weather.go weather handler, and middleware is nothing but to use the logging statements, and utilities to which contains all the information for conversions logic from Celsius to Kelvin and vice versa. And main.go is nothing but your entry point for your project. Now this is about the project and all. Now if you type any other city, it will call the open weather map API internally and give us the information. If I take this and keep it in browser, the same data you will get it. So you are getting the temperature for London, which is 9 degree Celsius. We are getting it in Kelvin from the open weather map API, and that Kelvin we are converting it to Celsius in our code and giving it as a response. So yeah, that's all about the video I wanted to explain about this project and all. Basically this is a Go open weather map project which gives us the weather information for a city on the city query param. You can also get many other information, not only the temperature, you can also get latitude, longitude, humidity and all from the open weather map, but for this video I have only picked up the temperature for the response. So yeah, that's all. I'll keep this link in the description box below. You can go ahead and clone this repo. Yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching this video.